Logan Paul's business partner, KSI, has just kind of responded or reacted to the news of Logan Paul's CryptoZoo scandal. And, he was trying to take a neutral approach, wants Logan to look good, because ultimately that affects Prime. He really took a neutral approach or trying to defend Logan approach because obviously that's his business partner, and any effects from this are going to directly affect Prime, which is their cash cow.
The reason why I don't buy in Prime Drink to support KSI, to support Logan Paul. I'm guessing this is because of the whole crypto thing going on about him. Let's hear his side of it. Let's hear his side before we crucify him, because how many times have we jumped to conclusions and it's just been completely false? Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. My people were like, Tory Lanez is innocent, Tory Lanez is innocent, and now Tory Lanez has been proven guilty. And it's like, this is awkward. So let's just wait to hear both sides and then judge from there.
It's a pretty normal approach to have from an outside view. Always wait for both sides. But we've gotten both sides. We've had CoffeeZilla's 3-part series, his trilogy, come out. Him put out all that evidence. Logan Paul responded, and his response video was so terrible that it's not even up on his channel anymore. And his impulsive episode of his second response was also terrible. You can see by the likes. It was not received well. No one liked what he said. No one believed him. So we've gotten the responses. We haven't gotten the responses to the things that mattered, like market manipulation group chats, but we've gotten responses. But this whole situation is already affecting Prime. It's already having an impact because you can see on Logan's channel, the video he uploaded after his response video was a Prime advert for their new product.
Last year, we introduced Prime Hydration.
This year, we're introducing a brand new product, Prime Energy. Prime Energy has 10 calories.
So that's a whole video, a whole separate subject, nothing to do with CryptoZoo, with CoffeeZilla, with responding to any of that situation. But looking at the likes to dislikes, heavily disliked. People went over to this and they are not happy with the response. They're not happy with what Logan's doing. It's affecting the Prime business now. And to make it even worse, the comments were so bad that he had to turn them off. So the terrible like to dislike ratio, had to turn the comments off. Obviously, this is spilling over into their legitimate big business that is supposed to make them billionaires in the YouTube scene. I think it would be interesting to see what happens with Prime. If this does have long-term effects, the internet is very short-minded. The best thing Logan could have done is just ignore this whole thing, right? If he never made responses, a lot of his fan base would never even know. He doesn't stream every day. He doesn't even post videos every day, so he wouldn't get a ton of comments and everything, people talking about this happening. He could have ignored it, move on, and no one really would have cared in, a week or 2 weeks. But here we are now. He did respond twice, took back both of those responses, took back his lawsuit threats, and now apparently waiting on his third response. Third time's the charm. But now it's flowing over. It's already done the damage. It is flowed over to his other businesses. And for KSI, this got to really suck for him, because as far as I know, he's got a pretty squeaky clean record. KSI has no real big controversies or scams going on, or that has happened in the past. But this is a pretty big deal for them because Prime is a cash cow. Prime just recently came out. It was like the beginning of 2022 when Prime launched, and you can see the brand said its internal sales for 2022 were around $115 million and anticipates $100 million in internal sales for Q1 of 2023. So obviously annualize that out. That's $400 million for 2023, which would be exponential growth. It would be great for their company, great for the brand value, great for their net worth and everything going on. But the question now is, does this impact the sales? Does it lower sales? Does it lower people wanting to go out and support this brand because they support the influencers who are marketing it? After all, there was just a massive buyout in the sports energy drink kind of realm, with Coca-Cola buying out Body Armor for $5.6 billion. I think they already had like a 15% stake. It valued them at around $7 billion, a little over $7 billion. And that is obviously a pretty good payday. Prime, if they were able to sell to Coca-Cola, to Pepsi, who owns Gatorade, they could become billionaires off of this company alone. And when you put that in jeopardy with a crypto scam that you made no money from, because he made no money, apparently there's no real track of like the egg sales and stuff, he made money. But what you can prove is Logan didn't make any money. Now, he has made money and done stuff in crypto in the past, but in this one, he didn't make money, and this one is the problem causing crypto. But if you want to look at sports drinks and this and the amount of money that they have, or revenue or sales and stuff, you can see right here we have Gatorade is number one at over $6 billion for 2022. I think this data is from for halfway through 2022, so it's a little bit earlier data, but $6 billion, Gatorade, the market leader, right? Body Armor at number two, which just got bought for the value of over $7 billion, had sales of $1.6 billion. And Prime is still on this list, but again, this only covers the first half of 2022, I believe. And they did a lot of sales after that, but this is still 17 million. It's still pretty good for a launch of a product. But compared to Body Armor, $1.6 billion for that $7 billion buyout, that is all of a sudden in jeopardy because no one is going to buy out a company that has a bad label along with it, right? Logan brings a pretty bad label if with all these allegations and everyone talking about it. If this scammer and fraud kind of thing sticks to Logan for a long period of time, in the long term, then people like Gatorade, which is Pepsi, or Coca-Cola, might not want to get involved in buying this brand, and that could be the exit strategy that these guys are taking. And as for how much money KSI and Logan Paul could make from an acquisition of Prime or selling Prime, their shares in the company, I don't think they own the company 50-50. I think they are more under 50-50 split. Obviously, they have these rumors that they're partnered with this Congo Portfolio, right? Then this is the guy in part of Congo saying brands in the Congo Portfolio may have ownership beyond Trey and Max. However, they do provide key insights into operations of each brand. And that is Trey and Max are the kind of owners, CEOs of this Congo brand. They work with influencers to, do the heavy lifting of the business, right? The production, everything throughout shipping, handling everything, getting distribution. They take care of that, and the influencers take care of the marketing side. And there's a lot of rumors of how much a percent these guys own. It ranges usually from 20% to 30% each. So it's somewhere within that range, which is still obviously of $7 billion, a pretty good payday at the end of the day. So we'll see long term, does this come back to haunt Logan and come back to haunt KSI really? Because he's indirectly affected by this by being Logan's business partner. And does it affect Prime and their ability to sell, or their good marketing or good kind of brand there that they've built up? Does it have the long-term effect on that? Who really knows? It's going to be interesting to follow it throughout its journey. But that's going to do it for this video. As always, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next